Hello traders, my name is Des Woodruff and welcome to Grok Trade. I'm a mentor and analyst here, and it is the post-market edition on Tuesday, October 19th, 2010, and boom, the market comes breaking down out of this big rising wedge we've been talking about for so long. Let's go back in time, give everyone the big picture. The big picture is the S&P was in this ginormous symmetrical triangle, and these can break out or break down, but this one started to break out. The only problem with this breakout was there's no conviction to the upside. Volume kind of dried up coming up. We have a bearish divergence on the MACD, and nothing really come to fruition on any sort of real breakout. So the question now is this a fake out? Well, today we get a major drop, and when we dropped, we got a lower high, obviously a lower low. We traveled all the way down to this big green line that we've been watching, this 1160. It did a touch and go and bounced back up, still closing below this 1167 area. And so we are now below the 20-day moving average as we speak, and below this big lower trend line also. So the question is, will we have follow through? I think that we have a really good chance of that because we have a big negative tick here on the histogram, meaning we got a crossover on the 5, 9, and 2 MACD that we're looking at. So that is dropping. The question is, where and how far will this drop take place? So that is something that we're watching. Then over here on the weekly, like I was saying in yesterday's report, if we're to drop, that's going to give us a what's called a tweezer top formation. Now the week's not over with yet, but this was my fear going into this, and I just love technical analysis because you can start to foresee certain patterns even before they come to fruition. But we have this double top type formation, or not a double top, a tweezer type formation, and if we continue south, we may have a bearish engulfing. And the question is, will this by this week's end, will this big trend line give us the support that the bulls will need? Now, a lot of times in this type of formation, you'll see a pullback, but it'd be a shallow pullback going off at an angle, finding support at these trend lines. And it wouldn't surprise me to see that sort of action take place. So on the big daily that we've been looking at here, something would look like another red one, and maybe just slightly come down, find major support, and then rally from that area. But nonetheless, we did have some nice selling today. If I go over here to the spiders, I want to really blow up the volume. The volume was decent, but it's not the spike that I was hoping for. I was looking at 300 million, 350 million or greater to confirm a real big sell-off. And gang, we just didn't get that. But if you look right here on the Dow, we are now below 11,000. Everybody's eyes was on that today. The Dow closed down almost 1.5%, a little more than on the S&P. NASDAQ actually leading the way along with the Russells to the downside at 1.76%, almost 3%. Look at this, 2.6% on the Russells. Small caps took it on the chin in a big way. At one part of today, the banks were actually leading the markets, were actually bullish. In large part had to do with Bank of America, but that had since turned sour. And the VIX up almost 9%. That's a big pop. So now we're starting to increase our VIX, cash VIX, to match up with our future VIX going out about 8 months, because the smart money sees that VIX getting higher and higher and higher. Big news today, gold. On a big sell-off like this, you'd think gold was going up. No. The dollar rose and made commodities just take it on the chin. Gold did not dodge the bullet on this one, down 3%. That's big. Dollar up 1.7% there on the ETF. So gang, if the markets roll over and start dropping, will you make money or lose money? Were you anticipating this drop today? If you are paying attention to the tips and hints that we've been giving you here at Grok Trade, you were not blindsided by any stretch of the imagination. What we don't want to do is think like amateurs. We need to get to a new level in our thinking, and that has to do with probabilities. The only way to stack probabilities into our corner, the only way to do that is to have sound business rules in place, and trading rules in place, going into your trading plan, your business trading plan. You have to have the right trading education, and that right trading education has to be assimilated in a way that you can incorporate rule sets, not just any rule. You have to have rules that increase your probabilities, that match your methodology as a trader in the markets. So I'll tell you, trading in these markets, especially in the last year to 3 years, you better be doing it with your eyes open. It just shocks me. So many people go out and get a coach to help them with their golfing. They'll get a coach to help them learn a new language. They'll go and get help with. Some people will go out and learn how to fly a plane, and they'll find somebody to teach them that. But they will, for whatever reason, traders have the mindset where they will go out and manage their own retirement accounts, their own IRA accounts, their own 401ks, or their SEP programs. They will manage their own accounts with zero education. They'll scour the internet, hoping to find all this information. But the problem is you have this paralysis of analysis, and you try to put it all together, but you have this mess of data. It's this pile of information that you have failed to be able to put together in a meaningful way where you can start making consistent profits in the market. So that is the name of the game, consistent profits in the market. No matter what the market brings to us, we better be doing it with our eyes wide open. So in my humble opinion, and I say this with all humility, I've been trading 13 years. I started off trading and rolled with the punches as any developing trader did. I woke up to the fact I needed more formalized trading education. From there, I found seminars, read books, and did a lot of different things, but nothing compared to having a mentor. It's just like having a trainer to help you fly a plane. It's just like having a golf pro helping you golf. You can't read that in a book. You can't go to a seminar to learn these things. It takes somebody helping you with this. Few things outside of family, friends, your religion, few things matter as much as outside of those things I just mentioned, as your retirement, your money, your business. So make sure you get the very best of education, regardless of where you get it. There's a lot of great firms out there and a lot of great educational opportunities. Not everybody is going to offer great trading education at great value. That's just the reality of things. However, I'm on a soapbox here. This weekend, you can come in to our group. We have a couple seats left. It is for the serious trader. It's for somebody that wants to get past the amateur level, get to the expert level, and we're going to be showing our tips, our tricks, the right way to trade, to put together a trading plan. So all you do is fill out the form there on our website, and we'll get in touch with you and give you all the details. You can also go to meetthementors.com to hear a little more about it. Take care. Safe trading.